Hey guys, let's talk about that constant feeling of noticing yourself, that dreaded sensation of hyper-awareness. It's like having a lighthouse inside of your head, shining its beam everywhere all the time. Sometimes it's subtle, sitting quietly in the background, and other times it feels like it's blinding you, making you wonder, why am I so stuck in my head? This isn't just noticing your surroundings or your body, it's being aware of being aware. And it's not that warm, cozy awareness you might experience during mindfulness or meditation. This is sharper, more anxious, like your brain has zoomed in the act of noticing itself and doesn't know how to zoom back out. It's as if part of your mind is constantly watching you, watching your thoughts, watching your body, your sensations, and watching the fact that you're watching them. It creates this unique sense of just not quite rightness in your body, like you're split in two. One part of you is trying to live your life, and the other part is stuck monitoring your every move. Here's the thing, hyper-awareness isn't random. It's your brain's way of trying to keep you safe. Like a lighthouse on the ocean, its job is to scan for danger. But what happens when there's no danger to find? The light keeps shining anyway. And then, instead of fearing what the light might reveal, you start to fear the lighthouse itself. And you might start thinking, why is the light even on? Why can't I just be normal? And what if this never goes away? And that whisper, that what's wrong, that's really what triggers the spiral. Because when your brain asks that question and doesn't get an answer, it will keep searching until it finds something to latch onto. So why does this happen in the first place? Well, hyper-awareness often happens for one of two reasons. One, you're sensitized, okay? Your nervous system is on edge from stress, exhaustion, or a big life event. This makes your brain hyper-alert, flipping the lighthouse on more often. And number two, more commonly, you've labeled something like an anxious thought, a sensation, a feeling, or a state of mind as dangerous. Now your lighthouse shines directly onto you, trying to monitor this threat. And instead of fearing what the light finds, you're stuck fearing the fact that it's shining at all. So what can we do about it? Here's how 𝗬𝗪 approaches this. But before we dive in, I want to emphasize one thing. This isn't about stepifying your response, okay? The steps of 𝗬𝗪, once practiced, aren't rigid instructions. There's something we can apply in one single moment. So step number one, practicing responding instead of reacting. The first step of 𝗬𝗪 is diffuse, meaning taking the observer perspective so that we can see things for what they actually are. When we feel that hyper-awareness, we stop and recognize it. Oh, there's my lighthouse shining its light again. Or, oh, there's that uncomfortable feeling of hyper-awareness, being aware of being aware. Okay, unpleasant, but nothing more than that. A beam of light, or just the act of noticing itself. We don't need to fix it, analyze it, or figure out why it's there in the first place. We just need to notice it and see it for what it is. Step number two, allowance. Allowance doesn't mean giving up or giving in to the discomfort, okay? It means recognizing that this isn't something that needs our active involvement. We don't need to figure it out, dive deeper into this. We can just allow the light to shine exactly as it is. We do not need to do anything about it. By allowing it to coexist with us, we're telling our brain, I see this, but I'm not afraid of it. Allowance interrupts that cycle of fear and analysis that hyper-awareness loves to feed on. Step 3, reappraisal and walking towards it. Most people try to distract themselves when they notice the hyper-awareness, or endure and survive through it. But this usually doesn't change the false interpretations, so here's what does. Instead of turning away, we can lean in by being curious and being playful with it. We might say, oh hey, lighthouse, shining again for no reason? Or, oh, hyper-awareness still there? Oh yeah, that's fine. You can shine all you want. You don't scare me. Bring it on. This might sound counterintuitive or even scary at first, but looking the thing you fear directly in the eye can truly be a game changer. And remember, there's always a cognitive element, and a somatic element to how we respond. So it's not just about what we say, it's how our body says it. So your body has to back this up. When I work with clients, I always ask them, show me with your body how you respond to something that scares you, because your body never lies. And finally, step 4, engage. Engage is not about doing something extra or distracting yourself. Engaging means just reconnecting with your life as it is, doing what we'd normally do, whether that be making breakfast, going for a walk, or answering those emails. We show our brain with our behavior that all is well. This is how we prove to ourselves that the light shining doesn't mean danger. It's just a habit our mind has gotten into. So here's a quick recap of the dear steps. Number 1, respond, meaning diffuse. Notice the lighthouse for what it is. Then let the light shine without fighting it. Number 3, reappraise, meaning lean into it with curiosity and humor. And number 4, engage, connect with your life, and show your brain that all is well through your actions. If you're new to DEAR and this sounds like something you want to learn more about, then check out the links in the description for our app where we cover all things anxiety recovery. I hope this was helpful, guys. Don't forget to give it a like if you liked it, subscribe, and share your experience with hyperawareness in the comments below. What is your lighthouse shining its light on? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.